Good evening to the regular board meeting of the Board of Selectmen for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. And I will open the meeting at 6:08 PM. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. We have on the warrant to approve the warrants for WR 2518 payables and payroll 25-17 payroll. What would the board like to do with that?
I move that we approve the warrants for WR 2518 payables, PR 25-17 payroll.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And our third member is on his way.
Yes, he should be here. We hope shortly.
So
Public session. Do we have public session for anyone tonight? Yes. Could you stand and say your name, please, and address?
Jason and I live at 64 Gray Oaks Lane in Oakham, Mass. And I would like to put out clothing bins for like the public to drop off clothing lightly used for children. For Cradles to Brands. From March 31st to April 11th.
April 11th.
And clothing insecurities.
And this is through school? Through the Quabbin program?
That's the organization
It's a nonprofit.
that's sponsoring it.
Yeah, and it's part of Project 351.
where would you be putting those out?
Um,
Town hall, fire station,
Library.
Ideally, correct.
all three of those, or?
Yes, we want to try to get as much notice as we can.
Okay.
We started here.
I'll make a motion to approve your request for project 351,
Correct.
Quabbin Regional High School, Middle
Correct.
School, for lack of a better word, a clothing drive.
Mhm.
For toddlers to, is that what you,
Yeah, it's called Cradles to Crayons.
cradles to crayons?
So it's a child's clothing drive.
Okay, children's clothing drive.
Yes.
All right.
And one more thing, and you also wanted to do one day where use the parking lot,
We might just camp out in the parking lot, if that's okay to.
like one
relax.
Saturday.
So I'll add that to the motion that on a Saturday to be determined, I guess, based on weather.
Correct.
And hopefully at the fire station and the library and the town hall.
Quite possibly.
And I'll let you coordinate with the fire chief and the library people, trustees.
Yes.
That's my motion. It's really long.
Did you make a motion?
That was the motion. A lot of commas in it.
Okay, very good. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. That sounds like a very worthy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It wasn't that bad.
Anyone else for public session? Nobody? Okay, we shall continue then. Special municipal employee disclosure from the Board of Assessors. We received from the Board of Assessors a memorandum of the Board of Selectmen from the Board of Assessors, March 3rd, 2025. The Board of Assessors held a posted meeting on February 12th, 2025 to discuss the creation of a working assessor designation for Board Member Diane Peterson to assist with the fiscal year FY26 revaluation. She will provide oversight for the contractor's contracted work plan, assist with data entry and appraisal of real and personal property accounts, and to provide assistance with appraisal and valuation services. This will also include the general data quality of all accounts and inspectional services as required. As a reminder, the assessor's office went from a staff of 15 hours to an 8-hour clerk on March 2024. While Diane Peterson worked to assist this past year to get the tax rate set on time, the revaluation will require considerable time and responsibility. A vote was taken, Peter Joyce in favor, Diane Peterson abstaining, and as suggested, contact was made to the State Ethics Commission to discuss how this can happen. The results of that discussion were provided to you at your meeting of February 18th. It is asked that the Board of Selectmen vote the special municipal employee designation to Diane Peterson. A disclosure by special municipal employee of financial interest in a municipal contract form as required by Mass General Law 268A, Section 20, Paragraph D, for the board's signature. An employment letter is attached providing the financial compensation for the period of March 3rd, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Regarding terms of employment, working assessor Diane Peterson, I am a certified assessor with over 40 years of municipal experience as an assessor, serving the majority of the years in the towns of Berlin and then as a regional principal assessor for the towns of West Boylston, Rutland, and Hubbardston as an RRG employee. In that capacity, I assisted over 60 communities with negotiating solar pilots, served on various financial management teams, created financial policy, and assisted with some economic development studies in Rutland and in Leominster. Currently, there is enough money in the revaluation stabilization account to cover the new reval contract with Patrick Herring Services of $24,500 and a balance of $14,000 to cover my services as a working assessor through December 31st, 2025. I will bill the town of Oakham $50 per hour for work performed not to exceed the above stated amount. Any discussion from the Board of Selectmen?
No, Maribel had a message from Dawn
Yes. Dawn.
about voting the whole Board of Assessors, but I'm not sure I understand where he's going with that.
He would like,
Can't hear what you're saying.
he would like to request that Peter Joyce also be a special employee to do such work. And he would have
I don't
to,
understand why that is, because we had that discussion
Yeah.
actually before we came in, that you'd have to want to be,
And I can't do what she's going to do. I'm not a licensed, assessor or anything like that, so I don't see the need. If they want me to, I will, but
He
No.
just said that it would need to be the entire board. Whether who performs the duty and bills, that might be different. I mean, we can get clarity from him. He said he would be like 20 minutes late.
Do you want to wait and see what he's
I think
talking about, or do you have to go?
Peter needed, well, you can designate me specifically because that's who filled out the form.
Right, because
That's what
that would
the
be my
State
point,
Ethics Commission
to
said.
do it.
Only if you were going to have a financial interest in the town that you serve currently.
Yeah.
Peter does not have that interest.
So you can sign the
So-
whole.
I mean, I think I made a point of saying that the state ethics person that I talked to said why he questioned why the Board of Selectmen just didn't pursue designation of all elected officials. So at some future time, they may want to serve as a substitute teacher or something like that. I think I talked to you about that last week, or the week before last. And that was just his random talking, if you don't do that on a regular basis, might be a nice thing for you to think about in the future. And maybe that's what Dawn was thinking of. I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, we did that during COVID, that all employees were considered to be special employees. So
But we really don't have an agenda item for all town employees. We just have yours.
Just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
have in front of me. I filled out the form. So
Right.
anybody you're going to provide that designation to needs to.
needs to fill out the form.
And there's a different form for other
Each one, right?
designations.
Okay.
Because I think during COVID, we had 2 people fill out the forms and they were special employees as well. Not too many came forward, other than those two to
Yeah.
sign up to be a special employee for
So really where
anything.
we're at right now is just with your,
Right.
your motion. So, let's see, what was it? I'll make a motion that the Board of Selectmen vote Diane Peterson as a special municipal employee. As in stated in the letter that she presented to the board with the application. Or I think you're gonna sign this one, Lucy.
It'll be for the revaluation period up until December 31st.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay,
That's that right?
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Well, we're gonna add the, what was that,
Next page.
next page? And that was gonna be at an hourly rate of $50 per hour. Not to exceed the above stated amount that's already budgeted.
So it's funds that were available. I just wanted to
Right.
make sure you knew that it was being paid from the reval account, the stabilization account. There was no money that needed to be raised. Not that I think we're spending that additional amount on my oversight, but I just wanted you to know that that was the
Right.
Yep.
window of money that was potentially left from that account.
Yeah, I think you gave us that amount.
Yeah.
Last meeting
Yes,
for the entire account.
Yeah.
This will be your portion of that same,
a portion of that. Yeah.
right? Okay. Did you complete your?
Yeah, I threw the
Okay.
$50 in there for,
Okay, thank you.
so a second.
I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for volunteering.
Money well spent.
Yes, I agree. I very
So you just
sincerely agree with
fill
that.
out that form for the state.
That's this one.
um, And then has to go to the town clerk.
Yes, it's kept on file. I think we kept them on file, but
I think we give them to the town clerk for disclosure. Yeah.
I think all you need is Lucy's signature as the chair.
Yep, just put, member of Cleveland Board, Board of Selectmen, title.
Last page of that.
And Lucy, you just want to sign and date the bottom.
So just a little aside as you're signing that, we did have our meeting, kickoff meeting with the Department of Revenue on Thursday. We have a work plan with all scheduled dates in it from now until we send out a tax bill. Our goal is September 30th everything will be done. That's our goal. We'll send that kind of date information to the accountants and the treasurer and let them know, so we're all on the same page and we'll work together on that. But we have an ambitious plan and we want to get it done. So I will be posting information on the Facebook page and the town website about the plan and the kind of visits properties will be getting. You may have a car parked in front of your house. Those streets will all be listed. Those are Department of Revenue visits. They drive by specific properties, but we'll know ahead of time what streets they will be on for those. Other than that, we have a lot of inspections that have to be done as part of our regular cyclical inspection program and the sales reviews as part of the reval. And we will post those streets as best we can, but we will let people know when we will be out on the road.
Okay, good.
Will they be going into any properties? They will be
The
requesting
cyclical
entrance?
Inspections that we have to do, that we do every year as part of our program. Yeah, they try to get in. We're really supposed to get in 80% of the ones that we have listed to do.
Okay,
As best we can, and maybe we'll need to have some. We talked about leaving papers or door hangers this time around. We haven't done that in the past, but I think it's a good program to do. Somebody knows that you've been. So it's a third party, so our contractor has people that work for him. He doesn't do all the inspections himself. We had some issues with one of his hired help this past year, and either she's no longer going to be allowed back into the town, or he will find somebody else two other people he has that may work for the town of Ocam. We had just too many problems with her. So we don't want to upset anybody. It's really not, it shouldn't be a threat kind
No.
of inspection. You know, you knock on the
No,
door, if
you're
you're home,
knocking
you're
the
home.
door
If you don't want to let them in.
We'll let
we
the
don't
people
let 'em
know we're
in.
there. We're not just gonna start walking around their property without them.
That's right. And that happened too many
Yeah,
times last year.
that's not gonna happen anymore.
Yeah. No.
okay, because I have had a couple of questions because people know this is coming. They said,
Yes.
do we have to let them into our house? And I have one that's saying, no way is anyone getting into my house.
And you
So,
know what?
The only reason we want to get into the house is to make sure that the cards are accurate.
Yeah,
You know, some people think that, you're gonna change everything. Well, if you haven't changed your house, we don't really care if you changed your wallpaper or your paint. We just want to make sure the card is basically what your house is showing.
right.
If you put a 60 by 40 garage on your property and it isn't listed on the card, we need to know that. But if it's just, your house hasn't really changed, you don't want to let us in, and the card's basically what it should be, it's fine. If it isn't, and you don't let us in, then we have to make assumptions that might not be correct.
Right.
So
okay,
it behooves the person to let us in.
Let
If
you
we
in.
ask, we don't ask everybody,
right.
because there might be some deficiencies in the card, and we want to get it straightened out for the person. But it's totally up to them.
And if you don't get in and you make an assumption and then they don't like their taxes after that,
You gotta
Is
let
there
it
an-
in.
is there an
Make
appe-
sure that my assumptions were either correct or incorrect.
okay. So they do
Yeah.
have time to come back and say, could you check this again? Or
But then the abatement period, if they wait, and the
Okay.
abatement period's over, so sad, too bad, they have to wait next year.
to the next year.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not a common situation.
Right.
well, that's good. That's
No,
good to hear.
I've been doing this for almost probably 30 years in the town of Ocam.
Mhm.
And I think maybe I can count on one hand how many times it became an issue.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So
Do the
really,
inspectors
we're
have-
not here to crucify anybody. We just want to make sure we have the correct information.
Yeah,
Do the inspectors have ID with them?
they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visible, or they have to ask for it and they'll,
They have a lanyard,
Mhm.
their picture and the company, Patrick's company name on it. So they have a magnet on the side of it.
I was going to ask about the magnet.
Yeah, we do that. So it is, everybody's got the Ring cameras and the security. I get it. And things have changed as far as this
Yes.
thing. But you know what? If you feel uncomfortable, just if you want to step outside, just to review the information that's on the property record card. It'll take 5 minutes. Someone can say, here's the sketch. this is what these, three little letters mean in each part of that sketch. So you could have if for some reason you've been taxed for a full second story and you really only have a half story, or,
It
half
was
of
never
it's not
finished. It might
finished.
still
or-
be 2x4s.
Right.
Right.
Well, then you shouldn't be getting charged for finished part of that.
Right. Right.
Those are the things you want to make sure we have
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
it's about fair taxation.
Yeah.
I think that's not the feeling that they all have sometimes.
course.
you know.
I know.
It's difficult,
We
yes,
try.
but okay,
Good PR.
yeah, exactly.
They're very thick-skinned.
Yeah, there you go. And since we're on TV, can I just say, there's still 10 veterans that have not sent their forms back. We've sent them out twice now. And I told Mahika she's got to get on the phone from last year's submissions and try to catch people by phone. But if anybody's listening and you haven't, send your veterans form in. Everybody else has sent them out.
Okay, so you're looking for 10 veterans to get their paperwork signed. Very good.
Thank you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
They'll get it quickly.
We'll get them done one way or the other.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank
Okay.
you.
Good.
Okay. All right, continuing, we're on FY 26 budget now.
You want to,
I think we're all set.
All right.
We're all set?
you want to just,
I'm all set. Do you have any questions for the assessors? We just finished discussing reval
Inspector's office.
and Diane's
sorry about
new
your text,
position.
but we're a little,
Did we do Peter also?
Yes, we did.
That was my question.
We
No, we
we
did.
talked to Peter. He wants to know if he has to.
I mean, well, if you want me to, but I don't have any
It doesn't,
desire to become a student.
it doesn't matter. The Ethics Commission said if it's an elected board, everybody has to have it.
Sure,
So, whatever.
sure. So I'm sure Diane can get the form for me, but would it be the same form you had to fill out? Or would it be a different form?
Thank you. It's just a
I
notification.
think they're all the same.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the other three because
We're
There's a few
different.
of them.
one that I filled out was specifically for a working board member who will have a financial interest in working for the town.
That's the highest one.
And there are three other ones, so.
Yeah.
so
I'll
you,
look at
We
it.
will look at the other
so you,
Okay,
two, because we already looked at
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
all right, so we'll do that at
Okay,
another meeting.
okay, great.
okay.
I'll get into it and fill it out and people.
Yep.
Okay.
No, that'll be good.
Good, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, FY 26 budget meeting. First on our list, Parks and Recreation Committee. Is there anybody here from Parks and Rec? And we do not have a budget request from you or from your committee.
Okay, Arabelle, I thought we had put something together, did that never happen?
No, so it was a matter of the board wanted to know if it was gonna, what the plan was. It's, because currently it's 5,000, that's what it was. But I think what the board was looking to see is what was the thought of the existing committee moving forward, if you're gonna continue doing the other things in between, if not possibly cutting it, is it only gonna be primarily just Oktoberfest?
Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I would have worked a little harder to put a budget together as to what the expectations would be for the next fiscal year. We lost a lot of our volunteer members. It's a committee that's strictly volunteer. So we're kind of down to myself and one other person. I do believe that we need to recruit other people to assist with the committee. But there are specific key events that I would still like to, I know the one other member, Kristen Roder, and I would look to continue to have on fiscal year. This next fiscal year would not include an Oktoberfest. Typically, that would have been every other year. So as opposed to that, we had done things like a block party or, the car show up front or something like that. I did have a list of the similar things that I think we would put together. Again, I didn't put together a meeting to specifically put the budget together. That's been something that I haven't done in the past. I have been a member for 20 years, but I've been under working with lots of different people.
Mhm.
So I guess maybe we can table some of it and I can bring it back to a future meeting. But the things that I'd be looking to do over the next fiscal year, which would start July 1, I believe.
Yes.
Would be we would sponsor a summer concert. We go back to having a fishing derby. We would reliner the skating rink, along with trying to level out the area over here to the side of the church, which presented a problem the last time that we used the rink over there. It was too out of level. And bring back a couple of the movie nights over the summer, which we had worked directly with the library to do. Part of that, that would take a little bit of planning. And that's kind of like a funding on how you can legally show a film
Mhm.
to a public people. You have to pay a fee for that. We would continue to do the ski club, which really doesn't cost us much money out of pocket, but maybe we could do something with that to assist that with people. Bring back the light up OCAM, which is something that we had done to get people to put Christmas lights or holiday lights on their houses, and then have prizes for people that participate in that. To just spruce people to be a part of it. We would, continue with the gazebo holiday lighting with a day with Santa Claus, a DJ, kind of a party for kids to start off the month of December. I would think that we would need to replace the tarps for our tents. Our tent poles are all in pretty good condition. However, a couple of the tarps are now pushing 6 or 7 years old. And there again, that's only a few $100s, along with the bungees that are used to hold them together. And then, typically we have something to do with Halloween as well. So that would be promoting candy for people within the center of town. Because since people come here to trick or treat, it's really, a little unfair to the 25 people that serve candy for kids to trick or treat versus everybody else in the town who doesn't have anybody come to their house. With that, we probably have a police detail and some sort of music as well. There was a thought on the budget, which I was hoping to try to move us away from, which we had done a special budget a year ago or so to handle the landscaping of right field in front of the gazebo. Also comes to my attention that has been a Parks and Recs. It has fallen on Parks and Recs in the past, but as a favor, the highway department always took care of it for us. At some point over the last couple of years, that seemed to change, and it kind of got put in the hands of Parks and Rec. This was something that I did. I spoke out against. Nobody in Parks and Rec is a paid employee. Everybody is volunteer. And you're asking us to manage $5,000 to go handle the weekly upkeep of a field and the shrubs in front of the gazebo. I don't think that should really fall under the people who are just trying to promote, community living for the young and families that live in town. But I can certainly work together with my other member, Kristen Roden, to try to finalize a couple budget ideas. I have previous budgets that we've used for lots of these events. I can pull numbers together to see what things cost. I wasn't expecting that I would be specifically trying to present a budget to you guys. I apologize for that.
Okay, you did budget 5,000 for this year,
For
past
the year, but I didn't have a breakdown of how it was going to spend.
So we have been level funding everything that has come through.
Okay.
So
Right now, though, you've used up $2,907.96 of that budget. So you still have a little bit left. In your list, though, you have not mentioned Memorial Day.
So I was talking about next fiscal year. Memorial Day
Okay.
would fall under this one, which would fall under the current budget.
Okay. But you'll still do next year too.
Yes.
I'd just like to make sure.
Sorry, when I was looking at the paperwork and then I realized, that was May and then I'm talking July 1. But yes, so the next year, Memorial Day would fall into that too. So that
Okay,
is certainly something that falls right into that.
So if we level fund it at the 5,000 for fiscal year,
We would be able to carry
26.
on similar activities to what we've done in the
we'll
past.
see what happens when finance committee looks at all the numbers, but,
Okay,
Yes.
and that applies to everybody.
right. Sorry, I thought you were looking for more line item, more line items on the budget.
Well, you did have, used to, a few years ago, you did have a line item for Memorial Day, but it just got included in the whole thing. So there is nothing separate right now for Memorial Day.
Okay, and
It's
that
just
would
one
fall under
pot.
what we have left now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I know that in years past, especially that year that would be going into Oktoberfest, sometimes you gotta dip into the current year's budget to prepare for the upcoming, especially if you're doing all those other things for both years to kind of offset the bigger expense of Oktoberfest, because that's where primarily that budget would go to.
Do we have anything going on with Little League or soccer or?
So we've never really done anything specifically with the Little League, other than the baseball Ocam baseball used to have a lot to do with fundraising at things like Oktoberfest, at things like the block party. But where they're, and I'm not trying to put this on them, but their leadership changed when that happened and Steve was no longer in charge of a big portion of that. We lost a lot of the communication with baseball and softball. There has been growth in youth softball. Certainly something that, we'd like to work with those groups, anything that we can promote. Because a big thing is to have, younger kids and their families involved.
Right.
I'm not that old, but my kids are getting, a bit older and now I need some younger people to come in
Yes.
with the younger kids that really appreciate, the localness of what we try to make happen in town with Parks and Rec.
But as of right now, there hasn't been that you're aware of.
No, not with
Teams
soccer
this
or
spring.
baseball. Yeah, I mean, aside from slight fundraising that they've done in conjunction with events that Parks and Rec has done, over the 20 years that I've been doing this, we've never been directly involved with either QIS soccer or QIS softball. Although I am naturally involved in both of those as well.
As a parent.
Of course. And what would you consider doing with your article?
Do you have a copy of the article?
It's $5,000 for the maintenance of the gazebo and rights field. I'm not exactly sure the exact wording, but it's strictly for that purpose.
Sure. So, and right now we have 2 members, so it's kind of difficult to bring someone to a vote between us. But I have a strong opinion that I believe, 2 people that volunteer their time to put all these other things together should not be managing the groundskeeping of public fields in the town. It should.
And if I recall correctly, last year, when one of the former members was here, it was presented as a 1-year trial, just to see if, how it would work out is more of hiring out. But I know that the vote at the committee was for just 1 year, try it, see if it goes well. Clearly, with loss of members, it just makes it even all that more difficult.
Right, but I mean,
Take the
out
fun.
of curiosity, how does the groundskeeping at the cemeteries in town, who handles that?
Cemeteries.
Solely by the board that runs the cemetery?
Mhm.
And do they have paid members that work in there, or are they all volunteer?
No, they hire out.
They hire out, but the people who manage that's an elected official, right?
It's
Right.
It is an elected official.
Paid elected official,
$100 stipend.
okay, but
Yes.
so they're being paid for some of that time to do paperwork, et cetera. I don't think it's it's not fiscally responsible to say, hey, a couple volunteers, here's $5,000, figure out the groundskeeping. I don't think that's I don't think that makes a lot of sense. We have other people that work in the town who should have relationships with whoever else that we hire out to do landscaping in different places. And as a town, it would make more sense to hire out one landscaping company to handle all the landscaping that needs to be done in town. As opposed to say, let's have 6 different groups or organizations, each come up with a separate budget, each strike a separate deal with a landscaping company. And one's gonna pay this one this much, well, another one's gonna pay this one this much. Somebody should negotiate the deal at, a macro level.
Well, actually, it's just the cemetery. Cemetery commission maintains the cemeteries. And then the highway department cuts the grass on the town
That's it.
hall, the ball fields, town common. That's it.
So if they're doing the town hall and the ball fields, did the highway department not handle right fields?
No, they do.
No, they
do.
would still be mowing it. It was more for the spring cleanup for the ball field, doing the lines for the lining. It was the gazebo. They'll still mow, but it was more like trimming all the bushes, planting seasonal flowers, just the extras. They will continue, and it was part of it to continue just to do the basic mowing.
I was thinking it was all of landscaping.
No. There was just the additional, seasonal cleanup for baseball, the raking the, when baseball season starts, because I think Redemption had volunteered.
Well, in the past,
know.
baseball usually would prep the
Yeah.
fields and they would.
I know,
take their
but it's
lines.
getting
I
so-
know for softball, I get there before every game and rake the fields
Mhm.
and paint the line. And that's as a softball coach.
I
right now. It seems like a large added responsibility to a small department that's solely volunteers.
I guess kind of what we're probably asking, is it all right for that 5,000 to go back to the treasury?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If something comes up, we'll
You can check.
look at it in another year.
And maybe part of it came up because specifically we were having an event and the hedges outside the gazebo were
Mhm.
uncontrollable, to say the least. I went down there and did it with my own equipment at that point because we didn't have something in place.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And next department is our building zoning enforcement department. And the building inspector is present with us on Zoom.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. The one thing I don't have in front of me is a budget from you. Did you send in a request for your budget for this year?
I did not. I had talked to Maribel about it. My understanding is you're level funding everybody, so that's what I thought I would be ending up with. The only concern I have is I don't have enough money. I don't believe it will have enough money as the current budget is to be able to buy all the new code books that I do have to get before July 1, which it's about $800 for the minimum number of books that I have to get.
800?
It's about $800. I had talked to Maribel. We were in the process of getting a membership in the ICC so that I can order the books at the reduced rate. Between the membership, which I'll be able to get, continuing ed, which I need to do, and be able to buy the books, and I can get free assistance from the ICC on reviews and code input. It will save the town a lot of money as opposed to just buying the books as John Q. Citizen, and then I wouldn't have all of that other resources available to me.
How much is the membership?
I believe it was $170.
Per year?
Yes,
How many books in the code books that you're going to purchase?
Mhm.
There's the International Building Code, the Residential Code, the Existing Building Code, the Swimming Pool Code, the Energy Code, the Mechanical Code, the Maintenance Code, the Fire Code. There's about 10.
I got up to 8. Okay. I'll put down 10 books.
The index.
Okay,
Is that something we'd want to do as an article,
So I was thinking,
separate from the budget, his budget?
Oh.
For
We
the,
won't need to do it again for another, well, the state says we're gonna do it again in 3 years.
3 years. Hmm.
So if you want to do it as a special art for an article a separate article, either at the annual meeting or at the special meeting, I can come up with an exact figure in the next week or so and get it to Maribel.
do you have any, like professional fees that you pay?
I
Out of your,
belong to a couple associations. I just pay it out of my own pocket because I am the commissioner for Ocam and Hubbardston, and I don't feel it's fair to double dip or to have one town pay for the other. So
okay, so it doesn't come out of the office expense line
I
item.
don't take that out of the office expenses.
Okay.
no.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you'll get the cost of the books. And roughly 170 for that membership fee for the ICC.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe that I had talked to Maribel and I believe we were gonna take the 170 out of my educational or the office. Because I tried to get the ICC to let me join under both towns to save both towns, but they wouldn't do that. I have to join as a
Okay.
member separately for each town to be able to get the books at a discount for the town.
Oh,
okay,
So if you do that out of your existing this year's budget, you won't have to do it.
It-
You
It's
won't
an
need it
annual
further.
thing. I'll be able to do it out of my annual office, but the budget we have, I have
Okay.
not done it in the last couple of years and we've turned money back. So I will be able to do that if I'm level funded. And we'll
So
just
all-
do the books as a separate line item.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Okay, good.
okay,
And the article would be at the annual town meeting.
yes.
And you got your new permits, right, Duffy?
Yes, you got me new permit cards, so we should be good for this year.
Any other questions on the budget?
No,
You're all set with the budget then?
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much on the budget.
Yep.
And now we have permit fees for building inspector and wiring inspector. You have some propositions that you brought with us or some ideas?
I have one. I had given a copy to Maribel and
Yep, yes,
I don't have a color printer, so I know, I'm looking at mine comparing to previous. If you'd like me to go through mine, I'll start there.
okay,
The last time fees for building were raised was sometime in 2014. So we've been 11 years without fee increases for building. There was some tweaking in 2018, but my understanding is that affected plumbing and electrical, but not building. So if we go right down the list, single and two-family dwellings, I'm proposing to go from $75.80 a square foot to $100 plus $1 a square foot. The same for alterations or additions to existing one and two family buildings. The code has changed drastically. There are more inspections required of each permit, and there's a lot more technical review on new construction. So, that's my reason for increasing those modestly. The roofing siding, I added in a separate weatherization through Mass Save. There are a lot of people coming in and doing weatherization, and I don't have that anywhere else in the permits. And if I did that as alterations or additions, and someone's insulating an entire attic, it could be $1,000 permit. We were going to make it just a nice flat fee in line with roofing, siding, or windows was my reason there. Garages and barns, it used to include porches and decks. I've separated it out to just be garages and barns. The base fee, $100 plus 75 cents a square foot. There's a lot more involved with inspections than there used to be. And there's a lot more of that type of activity. So just trying to cover, the work that we're doing with a fair cost. Porches, decks, and sheds, I made a separate line item. Only 50 cents a square feet. There's less involved with those, but there is still, there can be 3 separate inspections for that type of work. So the increase in fee is fair, in my opinion. Above ground pools, I increased to $100. An in-ground pool increased to $300. Again, it's more, just the building part is much more involved than it used to be. There's more inspection, more trips there. So I increased the fee there. And I've looked at other communities to try to stay in par with what's in our surrounding neighborhood. Residential, okay. Fire chimney and wood stove, I increased it from $75 to $100. Again, there's a lot more technicals that you got to review before you go out, and you have to go do an inspection on all of that. Commercial, I left the base fee at $200, but increased to $125 a square foot from $1. Again, it's just the complexity of code, an increased workload that I feel justifies that. A commercial plan review increased by $50. The hours that it takes to do a commercial plan review, if needed, more than, would justify that fee. Cell towers, an additional carrier, I'm suggesting going from 250 to 300. Again, the workload. Signs from $100 to $150. Commercial solar arrays from $5 per thousand to $12 per thousand, just to catch up where we've fallen behind. Certificate of occupancy, I'm leaving that alone, but I'm including a line, certificate of inspection. Those are the 110 for any liquor establishment, any assembly uses. That involves an inspection by myself and the fire chief. So there's more time involved. And I'm not sure, the fire chief has been asking me how we're going to get him paid for his time. I don't have a definitive answer, but I'm willing to work with him on this adjustment. Re-inspections from 75 to 100, just because of the time involved. I've added a separate line item in there for tent permits. Whenever someone's having a tent for any, at a 1 and 2 family home, if it's 200 square feet or bigger for a wedding, a graduation, or some type of party, they're supposed to have a tent permit. We're supposed to inspect it to make sure that it's all properly installed and that it's the proper materials. So $75 should cover that. Special inspections, I haven't had one in 3 years, but just because it's a line item, I'm asking it to be increased from 100 to 150. Change of use, from 150 to 200 plus the permit fees. There's more and more people looking at changes of use and, you know, to get a plan review from an architect or an engineer and have to go through that whole thing to evaluate what's currently there and what may be there. And again, these are fairly limited. That's in a commercial area, would be a change of use. So that I'm suggesting is 200. Zoning determination is a big jump, but from 100 to 300. This day and age, that is getting more and more complicated. And if I have to go to the town's lawyers for a clarification on something, it's immediately going to cost us more than, the $100 that we were getting, so the $300 would help to cover any time that I may have to go for clarifications from the town council. And the last item I have is temporary use of a mobile home, which is on the second page. Hopefully that. I'm suggesting $300 for a 6-month period, noting that it may be renewed. If the town grants someone the use of a mobile home, while if their house has been burnt, flooded, damaged in some way, and they can't live in it, then they have a mobile home for a short time period. The $300 covers our expenses dealing with it. And it's also substantial enough that people will probably not just want to sit and live in their mobile home for the next 10 years, but they'll actually work and get their house done. And that's my proposed changes. Any questions? Did I lose you?
No,
Okay,
no,
okay. I see you smirking, Maribel.
Stop it.
any questions on the proposals?
Not with the proposals, no.
No. No, take some time to look at it.
Yeah. I
Should we
was
take
also
them
gonna
under
say,
advisements?
Take it under advisement. I think we have to hold a hearing to change these.
We'll need to check on that.
Yeah.
There are some of the departments have to and some of them don't.
Yeah,
So we'll check it,
Time to go
double
ahead
check.
and
that'll give us time to solve.
Okay, well, thank you. We're going to check them over and then see if we need to hold a special
Understood.
notification on that.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next,
All right, thank you, Duffy.
And wiring inspector fees.
Already made them.
Wait, good. Oh, I didn't get this one.
No. All right.
thanks, you dropped the fees. Thank you. You dropped the fees. Thank you.
Please.
Fees, drop the fees.
Oh,
You're suggesting we drop them, right?
yeah. Actually, it's not changing for me. I didn't do any increase at all for me. Basically what I did was add $10. The way it works right now is the permit fee is how I get paid. And every permit, the town gets $10 on it. Basically what I did is I'm giving the town $20. I went up $10 on each permit.
Okay,
The town's getting $20. There is a couple of changes, new dwelling, if you look at the proposed, it's just one line. On the existing fees, we had a single family dwelling with an overhead or an underground service. Most of the towns don't break them out, it's just one fee for a new house, and I went that way.
okay.
The commercial fees, I did go up. They haven't been changed for I don't know how long. And they basically worked out to less than the residential fees. So, we don't really have much commercial in town.
Mm.
The campgrounds and the store, that'd be about it. And I've always just charged them the residential fees and left it at that. I'm not looking to beat them up. And the biggest change was the last line on the commercial. Wind turbine, large scale photovoltaic, and large scale battery energy storage system. We had the wind turbines and the large scale solar from before. But I wanted to get ahead of the battery stuff. And I included that in that same line item with the same fees for that.
Okay,
So that was the only changes
How much more work is the battery for you?
for me.
Yeah.
Probably very similar to what the solar field would be. You gotta be there all the time with the conduits underground. So there's a lot of work. It's 5 acres is what the proposal was. So quite a bit of stuff there. What we did before with the solar was I negotiated with you guys for a set hourly fee to go inspect it. And the permit fee is pretty high in the town. Well, you actually haven't ended up with it yet, but that's gonna be my next part of the discussion. So the town makes out pretty well.
Yeah.
The solar field on Barry Road, the permit fee was $52,000. And I think that year total, between the solar field and all the rest of the inspections I did, I think it was like $7,000 or $8,000. That was 8 years ago, 9 years ago, whatever it was.
Mhm.
So the town made out pretty well with that. And we'll do something, if there's ever a battery thing, we'll do the same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
So the final part of the discussion is the fees for the solar field was never taken out of my revolving fund. The town accountant and Maribel kept saying, when are you gonna take the money? And I didn't know what she was talking about. And then we discussed it with the town accountant, and the town share of that $52,000 wiring permit was never taken out of my revolving fund, which I didn't realize. And I don't know if they ever took any of the fees out, like the $10 fee per permit. So that could still be sitting in there too. But I think the number that town's gonna take as of the end of the fiscal year, it's in the neighborhood of $46,000. So that'll be a little bit of a boost for you guys.
Thank you, town meeting.
Yeah.
We'll need an article for that.
Yeah, that
Would
comes in.
that help?
Will you have to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because it didn't move out on its own June 30th at midnight.
Yeah, and I think that
It
falls.
carried over.
it's been carried over since 2017, I think.
Yeah.
So,
That's in that revolving.
right,
So yeah, we'll have to vote it out.
are you sure?
No.
The reason I say that is I take my, I put in for my reimbursements and it just gets paid out. And I mean, this isn't coming to me.
No, but it's going to the general fund and that has to be voted in.
Mhm.
Your money's going to you.
Yeah.
Like an employee,
Right,
but the rest of that money is gonna go to the general fund.
right,
There's gotta be a mechanism to move it.
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah, I don't think the board can do it on its own.
Yeah, we can't sign up.
Correct. The accountant will be putting together that one. I think there were a couple other ones that she says she's doing it all at the
Yeah.
annual, not the special.
Yeah.
Smaller ones, but that one was the big
Yeah.
one.
yeah, I'll have to get together with her and tell her exactly what is in there that I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
Haven't done yet. But yeah, whatever that number is, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's around $46,000.
Yeah, that sounds right. Almost 47, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Okay. So, that's it.
Any other questions for the wiring inspector?
But
No? Okay, thank you so much.
Well,
We got through, I think, all our budgets now. I can't think of anybody that we've missed. Any department?
With somebody,
You think there's somebody?
I don't know, it just seems like there should be.
We've done a lot of them.
No.
Okay, very good. Any new business?
no.
No new
No
business.
new business? We listed under old business, the one-stop grant. I did discuss that with the grant writer. And the grant this year is for economical development or not for, or for revitalization of the town center for the businesses and commerces located therein, which of course we don't have any. And she determined by looking at it, what we have is that these are not appropriate right now for the town of Ocam. So there wasn't a grant in that particular form that we could go for today. She says if anything else shows up, she will let us know. But she did come back a little bit later for an opportunity that might be coming for us, and I did forward it to the highway department, but there will be some grants and for bridges. And I remember he had mentioned at one of our meetings that the bridges over on Robinson Road were going to be needing some work done on them. You have to measure them, though they have to meet a criteria, and I don't know what all the criteria would be and whether they meet them or not. But there will be grants coming for that, that will open up in December and close in February. And so that might be something that we can apply for next year instead of using Chapter 90 money. And then we can use our Chapter 90 money for something else that we would rather. And there are probably going to be grants for doing water bypasses under the road as well. So that I figured that would be more of interest to the highway department to take a look at and see what they think. So I did update on that. And that's all I have.
Is there anything that would cover the Deacon Allen Drive? And then
Well,
that you saw in the grant stuff? that you were-
in the grants for paving the roads,
Well, just whatever it takes to do what would need to be done there.
there are some things that can come out for ADA, which is what we would have to do, for the school and like that. There are going to be some openings for that. She will get back to me on that.
Okay.
Because I know for the community studies that they did on it, I'm the representative for ADA anyway, so
No, I just wondered if
take a
that,
look at it when it comes.
if that would fall under your first comment, sidewalks and stuff like that. 'Cause technically, it's the center of town.
It's not really the center of town,
Yeah,
but
could be.
there was one year, I remember one year, there was a grant for, and we just didn't finish getting through it, was for sidewalks from schools. So that we were thinking of going for one from the school to the library because that's where the students walk.
So that Mass dot. DOT. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know what we did. We had to get the approval of the Quabbin district and that never came through to us in time.
Yeah.
I don't know that it ever did come
think it
through
did.
finally to us.
I remember it coming.
So, that would be something else that we could look at for the
Yeah,
sidewalks.
yeah, because Well, I'm pretty sure Deacon Allen Drive is not chapter 90.
It wasn't when it was paved?
No, when it was all built, it was just the school driveway, really,
Then how'd it get paved?
is part of the building of the school. There was no road there.
And we haven't redone it in all that time?
They did, when they put the addition on, they did it again. So that was either 88, 89, 90 in that time frame.
'Cause I know we were told that they thought it could come under chapter 90 when we were looking at all the things that had to be done around the school.
Yeah.
It would be something we would have to look into when the
Well,
time comes.
I spoke with Pat Quick and he'd kind of gone through some town reports, wasn't really finding anything. And I suggested maybe he touch base with the former principal. Because he was involved in the building
Duncan?
project. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, maybe
That's a
Duncan,
possibility,
you
yeah.
know, might remember something. Because Pat said he doesn't even have a set of plans for the road that he could find, which would make sense. They're
Yeah.
probably in the school.
Yeah.
You know, if it was part of the building project of the school or because the school wasn't part of K through 12 until they made the deal with the state. They had to regionalize K
Yeah.
through 12. But K through 6 was strictly OCAM.
Yeah.
You know, but to get the money, they had to do that addition.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Oh.
So he says he's gonna work on it, see if he can find out more information and get back to us.
Okay.
Hey, anything else from anybody? No? Take a motion to adjourn. Boy, nobody jumped on that one right away. did
Well,
they?
yeah, I thought he was gonna say something.
No, I was thinking that. No. Unless Tom's got anything. You all got Phil's email.
We got
right?
the emails,
I
yeah.
talked to Phil today. He's waiting to hear from our town council on it.
That seems like it's,
He's,
may come together.
well, I hope he's
Yeah.
get a hold of you next week if he doesn't hear from town council.
Okay.
You've been told this, get it next week, and it's been going on for 3 years, so.
Yeah.
True.
No, but his latest email sounded like it was,
Right. He's dealing with another guy in town council too. I'm not sure the name.
Brian, he took Jared's place. So he seems to be pretty much on,
Maybe he gets
really on the ball.
better service, maybe.
Yeah. So
As we hear.
he was going to contact Splain and get
Right.
all the paperwork so that they can write it up to give to, send to us, so we can give it to you, the
Splain
planning board, and then
won't release it unless it goes to, you know,
through town councils. But I think the letter Phil sent addressed that, and he got a response.
that means that this will be scheduled for our annual meeting, or when, if they determine the special yet or not?
The special is Monday,
Next week,
Oh.
next
Tuesday.
Wednesday, the 11th.
Tuesday, Tuesday.
But definitely, the annual is what, June?
Usually in
Give or
June.
take, yeah.
We're not sure when, before June 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, before June 30th.
But if with the timeframes, the maximum timeframes, if everybody uses it, it's gonna put it into May anyways, I think.
Yeah, we still need probably a month to get it done, you know,
Yeah, so that puts you into April and then
schedule a planning board meeting, get it done quickly, and then
right,
comment from the highway condition, and then,
yeah, you can do his paperwork for it to give
right,
to the planning board.
Yeah.
Get it moving.
but let you know if I hear any more.
All right, Tom, thank you. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all very much.
Gas inspector.
Get this, there we go.